At the start of episode 10, we see Bangul and her mother, who come over to Oksun and start eating with her. Junhyun comes inside, though, and tries his hardest to throw them out. But because of what his grandmother says, he can't do anything. In the morning, Junhyun comes outside but sees Bangul by his car. He asks her, "What are you doing here? Are you trying to plant some device on my car? None of this will get you anywhere, so leave my place and go." But Bangul says, "Why would I do that? And this place isn't yours." Junhyun says, though, that he's spoken with the real estate people and bought this place. Now she has to leave. It's time for her bus. Bangul then has to hurry off. She comes to the company and sees Bonggi and Sangjae in front of her. She wishes them good morning. But then she realizes that Junhyun had been talking with them. Junhyun assigns the three of them work. After all, they have to do something. In the next scene, we see Bangul do a lot of work here, but never give up. Sangjae comes to Junhyun and shows him several photos of Bangul, telling him about all the tasks she's doing. But there's no use in all this. She won't go to America. Junhyun says that no matter what, she has to be sent to America. Otherwise, there's no telling what Jae-kyung will do to her. At this point, he's watching Jae-kyung's hospital video, in which she had come to see the chairman. Sangjae says they could use this to put Jae-kyung behind bars, but Junhyun says it won't be of any use, because even so, it isn't enough. By the way, did you find out anything about the hospital's CCTV footage? He then shows a photo of a security guard named Doo-ho. At the time, a check of the camera security was underway, but he thinks that Doo-ho must have done this. Junhyun asks, "Where is the man?" Jae-kyung is with her secretary and is also looking at Doo-ho's photo, saying that no matter what, they have to find him. Just then, Junhyun comes in and gives an update on the hydrogen complex at the Taeha group. But he notices what Jae-kyung is doing at that moment. He then leaves. The secretary asks Jae-kyung whether she trusts Junhyun. Jae-kyung then recalls how Junhyun had earlier called her, telling her that Bangul and her mother had come to stay here. What should he do now? "Don't worry," he'd said. "I'll do my best and send the two of them to America." Junhyun calls Sangjae and says that Jae-kyung is also looking for the security guard. They have to get to him first. But Sangjae says he's already found him. In the next scene, we see Junhyun come into a PC cafe. He's watching Doo-ho, who is playing some game, but he somehow gets hold of his phone. He comes outside and looks through the phone in his car. Someone keeps calling on his phone. It's a financial banker. He doesn't pick up, but he messages them saying, "Come to this location and bring me this much money." The person on the other end says, "All right." In the next scene, Junhyun has already arrived at this location. Someone had come in a car, and he sees that it's Bongsi's secretary, who was with his men. The secretary tells them, "He's not here. We'll have to go to his house." We see Doo-ho, who was trying to flee his house, but these people showed up in front of him and grabbed him. We see Junhyun, who talks with Sangjae about Doo-ho, and says that Bongsi was behind all of it. He thinks Bongsi is going to blackmail Jae-kyung because he knows that it was Jae-kyung who killed her father, and he probably has some evidence too. Jae-kyung sees an article about herself, written by the Haeyoung Daily, which said that Jae-kyung had killed her father. On the other side, we see Jae-sung, who is with Bangul in his office. The two of them were also looking at this same article. Bangul says that there's someone else who already knows that Jae-kyung must have killed the chairman. But who is it? Who could the informant be? But just then, they realize Jae-kyung is coming. Bangul hides under the desk. Jae-kyung comes to Jae-sung and says, "Did you do all this? I know you have a friend at the Haeyoung Daily. Did he say something?" But Jae-sung denies it, saying he didn't have any article published. Jae-kyung suspects that Bangul might be here. But when Jae-sung points to the chair, there's no one there, because Bangul has hidden under the desk. Just then, Jae-kyung gets a call and steps outside. At this same time, Junhyun arrives. He wants to talk to Jae-kyung, but she refuses. After Jae-kyung leaves, Bangul comes out. She starts talking to Junhyun and tells him why Jae-kyung had gone outside. An article has been published saying that she must have killed the chairman. Do you know who the informant is? Junhyun tells her to stop playing the role of a spy. She can't do anything. Saying this, he left. On the other side, we see Jae-kyung, who comes to meet Bongsi. He's showing her an agreement concerning the Dasan hydrogen complex and wants to take it, but Jae-kyung refuses and tears up the agreement. Bongsi says, "I know you killed your father," but Jae-kyung denies it. Then Bongsi plays a recording. It's the very recording in which Jae-sung had earlier been talking with his wife, telling her that this is Jae-kyung's weakness, that she had tried to kill their father with a pillow. He starts blackmailing Jae-kyung with this, but Jae-kyung says she didn't kill him. She thinks this could be Bong-see's doing. She then recalls a scene. When she had come to the chairman, she did want to kill him, but before doing so, she had noticed that there was a camera there. She hadn't pulled out the oxygen tube. In the next scene, we see Jun-hyun in his office. Jae-kyung calls him to meet. At this time, she's at the church. Jun-hyun comes to her and asks her directly, "Did you kill your father?" But she denies it and says, "Why is everyone doubting me? I didn't do anything like that. Bong-see did all of this, and now he's blackmailing me. I don't know what to do." Jun-hyun says not to worry. They'll do something about it. But Jae-kyung says they don't have any evidence at all. Jun-hyun says they can create evidence. Just tell him what was said between her and Bong-see. If she's really innocent, he'll be able to help her. In the morning, we see Bong-see come to the Choi-sung company. No one can tell what he's doing here. Jae-kyung comes into her office, but Bong-see was sitting there, and he starts blackmailing her again, telling her to sign the agreement regarding the hydrogen complex. In the next scene, Jun-hyun talks with Jae-kyung and says, not to worry. Don't kneel before him. Just hold firm on her stance. Jae-kyung says, "All right, I'm betting everything on you." She tells her secretary to give Jun-hyun whatever he needs. Jun-hyun then calls Bong-see and asks to meet. On the other side, we see Bong-gul, who talks with Jae-sung in the office and asks, "What is Bong-see doing here?" After thinking it over a great deal, they figure out that he's blackmailing Jae-kyung, because he knows that it was Jae-kyung who must have killed her father. They also figure out that the informant who had the article published is Bong-see. In the next scene, we see the two of them come into Bong-see's house. A maid is right there. They give her money and start searching the rooms. They don't find any recording or anything, but they do find a document concerning the hydrogen complex. The maid comes running and says that Bong-see is coming. The two of them then flee, but they realize that at this moment, Jun-hyun is also with Bong-see. On the other side, we see Son-hee, who talks with Song-dae and says, "You did your best to save the chairman. Stop blaming yourself." But he said he's fine. He then starts to leave. But just then, Son-hee sees in the car that there are some medical items. She says to herself, "Where is he going? He's resigned after all." She follows the car, but Song-dae notices that he's being followed. He speeds off in the car and she can't catch up to him. On the other side, we see Jun-hyun, who talks with Bong-see. He tells him that he's not on Jae-kyung's side. Bong-see's secretary grabs Jun-hyun and hits him, and Jun-hyun then shows his injury. He tells them that Jae-kyung caused his accident and everything that happened to him. He wants to take revenge on her. Now they believe him. Jun-hyun says that he'll steal the technology of the hydrogen complex for them. Yoon is here too. He then comes outside with her, but there's something off about Yoon's heels. Jun-hyun notices this and gets a bit suspicious. He then rushes to the hospital. He's asking the nurse about the day when all that happened to the chairman. "Did anything seem strange to you?" She says that at that time Jae-kyung had come and was about to go back. She didn't use the elevator, she went down the stairs. Now Jun-hyun pieces together the whole scene of what exactly happened. He was assuming it, and he realizes that it was actually Yoon who pulled out the oxygen tube and tried to kill the chairman. She had worn the very same outfit that Jae-kyung had worn. She then used the stairs and fled from there. We move to Bong-gul's place, where Jae-sung had come to meet his stepmother, Seon-hee. He says, "I did all that to you at home. Forgive me for it." Bong-gul also comes here and joins the two of them. But just then they realize that Jun-hyun is going home. They then hide. In the next scene, Bong-gul and her mother work together. They want to find out what Jun-hyun is up to and what his plan is. In the next scene, Bong-gul is at her work. She talks with Song-jae and tells him how cold a person Jun-hyun is. He's exactly like her father was. Song-jae then tells her what a good person her father was. When she was in America and children were bullying her, her father had come to teach them a lesson and had given them a warning. Song-jae says that her father missed her very much. If he had come to her, he would have taken her back with him. But to protect her from her siblings, he didn't do that. After hearing all this, Bong-gul becomes emotional. But just then, Bong-gul's mother calls her and says that she's heard from Jun-hyun's grandmother that he's going on some business trip today, and that place is the hydrogen complex. In the next scene, we see Jun-hyun outside the hydrogen complex. Bong-see's secretary was here too. He asks him, "What are you doing here?" Jun-hyun says he'll easily steal the technology and bring it back. The secretary asks, "How?" Jun-hyun says he'll set off the fire alarm,
All the employees will come out and he'll steal it. If the secretary wants to come along, he should say so, but he declines. Jun-hyun then does just that. He sets off the fire alarm. He was about to steal the technology, but just then something starts happening to him. He says to himself, the chairman has died, hasn't he? Why is all this happening to me? Just then Sangja calls him and says that Bangul has come here too. And we see that Bangul is right behind him, asking him, what are you doing here? Are you going to betray Jae-kyung? Have you joined hands with Tahiha? She wants to take the technology, but just then the secretary arrives. He shoves Bangul and wants to kill the two of them. But just then Bonggi had arrived. He punches the secretary in the nose, and he runs off. Jun-hyun comes to Bangul and asks, are you okay? But she had started bleeding. He picks her up and carries her outside. He shouts, wake up! Why don't you listen to your father? In the next scene, we see Sangdae, who comes into a house, and we learn that the chairman is being treated here. Jae-sung is there with him too, supporting Sangdae. Jae-sung tells him that this is his last chance. No matter what, he has to bring his father back to consciousness. At the end of the episode, we move to a dark place, where we see Jun-hyun's soul. Jun-hyun isn't saying, it's me! I'm trapped here!